Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. Very warm welcome. Is it good afternoon already? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. A very warm welcome. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on, let's energize it. Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing? How's the morning been so far? Good morning, morning. So nice to see you. Are you so all excited? Morning, Gunisha. Morning, Ranjay. So nice. How are you all feeling? Great. Give me a quick thumbs up. Morning. Very happy. How many of you are feeling excited? Excited? Are you curious? Pleasant? Wow. Good morning. So how many are new here at LeapScholar? How many of you are joining here for the first time? Huh? So excited? Very warm welcome. LeapScholar welcomes you. Welcome. Good morning. Those who have just joined. Very warm welcome, Shuneja. Hi, Prabjot. How many of you have booked your exams already or you're completely new to the preparation? Good morning, Vaishnavi. Booked, yet to book. You can write like that. Booked, booked my exam. I'm new if you have just started preparing, new, yet to book. Okay, lovely. Great. Yet to book, okay. Very good. Good morning. Hi Shubhangi, we are almost namesake. Okay. Exam tomorrow. All the best who have exams tomorrow. I'm sure this session is going to be very useful for people who have exams tomorrow or who have exams a month after or a week after you're yet to enroll. We have lots of interesting surprises and useful strategies and tips for all of you. But then before we begin, I have just one small. I'm sure you all have come here in the session with some expectation to learn something, to gain something from here. And I'm sure I will not disappoint all of you. But then I also have one expectation from all of you. What really happens when you come here for learning? I just expect you to participate, right? But before participating, I also expect you to trust me, okay? I will lead you to your help, to your solutions, but you'll have to help me, okay? We're going to work here as a team. Strategies means tips, something that will help you to boost your band scores, okay? From your desired band to your desired band score from your current one, my bad. So strategies are anything which ease out is your preparation. So you're just preparing, you're going through all of the modules. You know, okay, I'm going to do this, to do that, but I'm going to simplify all of that for you. You might know some of these. Some of you might already be conversant with all of these. Some would be completely new. So I will try and I will make it to easiest for all of you. The strategies will not only help you boost your scores in listening, but you'll find there are some hidden surprises for you as well. Okay, so let's dive in, students. But before you move ahead, let's get to know me. So I'm Shubhangi Jha. You know my name already. I have more than 4 years of experience in teaching and training IELTS and other soft skill domains. I'm certified from Cambridge TESOL and NSDC A grade trainer as well. I've trained more than 3,000 students till date, and all of them have gone with happy faces always. With great, okay, fair enough. Now, moving towards, okay, so this one thing that you can see here, listening versus hearing. Now, I want to know from all of you what exactly these two words mean. Do you find, is there any difference between these two words, listening and hearing? We are here to know a little more about listening module. Listening is one very important module of your IELTS exam. Do we have any difference? Yes or no? Do you think there is any difference between listening and hearing? Okay, I'm getting very interesting. Yes or no first? Do you think you have any difference in listening and hearing? Okay. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay. Very good, Dr. Atira. Very interesting responses. Very good. And I'm delighted to see your responses. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, absolutely. Students, my dear friends, listening is something which is different from hearing. It has difference. It definitely is different. When you hear something, okay, let me take you with an example. So you must have gone to or visited any airport or any railway station. Yes, you would have visited, all of you, either some airport or some railway station. Yes. So the flights which are arrival, which are supposed to arrive or which are about to depart, they are announced, and the trains with their timings, right? They are continuously announced. So this flight, this number to this city, to this country, from the country, it's coming and departing. Do we hear it? We hear all of it. But what do we listen to exactly? The one flight that you have to catch. Your ears immediately pay attention to that one flight number or one train name or number that you have to catch. So when you're hearing lots of flights getting cancelled, rescheduled, arrival, departure, your ear are just performing one auditory function, auditory reception. That's all. You have no control over hearing. It's a function, it's a physical function. Your ears have been made to function like that. But listening requires your choice, your consideration, your concentration. You need to pay attention to listen to something, right? So you watch movie, everybody watches movie, right? We love watching movies. Now, do you remember every dialogue? No. We remember that one or two dialogue that sticks with us. Probably we listened to that dialogue, but we heard all the other dialogues. So listening is something that you have choice over. Somebody sitting beside you, you might not listen a word. You would hear everything, but you might not listen. So listening is a choice. Now, when we come or when we talk about this listening exam, here you have to make a choice. In this session also, you will have to make a choice. So are you going to just hear which is being talked about? Or are you actually going to be here with me? Are you actually going to pay attention to what is being said about? So we are going to perform the function of listening. We'll pay attention. Very good. Listening is always a choice. The same concentration, the same attention you will need to have in your listening test as well. And trust me, it's no magic formula. You will have to pay attention. You'll have to practice. But then to make your practice and your preparation a lot more easier, I'm going to help you with some really powerful strategies today. Okay. But first of all, let's understand. There might be a lot of students here. Okay, yes, correct. Very good, Farhan, who are completely new. So let's understand the exam first of all. You see, in IELTS exam, this is a language-based test. Whenever you want to appear for any university, you want to enroll in any university outside your country, and the country has English as their native language, you need to appear for this exam. Yes, yes. Okay. So there are 4 modules of this exam. Listening, about which this masterclass is about today, then reading, then writing, and then speaking. Now, Some of you have been asking, is this the order in actual exam? Your speaking is usually held a day or two prior or after your exam. Okay, you get information about this just 1 to 2 days ahead of your test date. But all other three sections, listening, reading, and writing, yes, they appear in this order. So on your exam day, the first section that you will be attempting will be listening. The second section will be reading, and then you will move for writing. Listening is for 30 minutes, simply 30 minutes, and 10 minutes extra if you are appearing for paper-based test. Then comes reading. Reading is for 60 minutes. You get 1 hour. You don't get any extra time in that. And then writing also is for 1 hour. Writing is different for academic and general, both modules. Listening is same to same. There is no difference in either listening or in speaking. Now, if we talk more about what exactly is there inside your listening test, so there are 40 questions in total. You see, 10 questions in part one. The entire listening test will be divided in 4 sections. Here you can see section 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So each section is interesting and different from the other. In the very first section, you will have two speakers. There will be two people who will be talking and conversating between each other. Total of 10 questions that you will be able to see in front of your question paper. Now the questions, what exactly those questions will be about and what exactly the speakers will be talking about. They will talk about something very common, everyday context, maybe talking about some holiday or they're visiting a hospital, anything, general, pretty general. You have to, okay. Okay, fair enough, Pooja. I'll answer your questions shortly. Just wait for it. Okay. Now, yeah, so social and general everyday context. After that, you'll move to section 2 where there will be monologue, means one person, and only one person will tell you, will inform you about something. They'll again be talking about some social everyday context. Again, 10 set of questions in that part. Then you move to part 3, 2 to 4 speakers. There might be, here it gets challenging. As we move from section 1 to 3 to 4, the difficulty level rises. The speed also rises, which makes it even more challenging. Okay? But every section has 10 questions, 10 set of questions. The last 2 sections would be related to something educational, some course at university, some training. They would be talking about that. Correct. Okay? Now moving on to how do you handle all of these things? Why these fundamentals are important for you to understand. Whenever we are going to any place, okay, I live on second floor of a building. Now I can't really, jump and get to my building until unless I'm a monkey. Probably I'll not be able to do that. So I need to first step on that first step and the fundamentals to understand how your exam is being formulated is really important for all of us to know and memorize it, just imprint in your mind. Sometimes we see students making mistakes simply because they were not really aware or they never paid attention to the basic formats. Okay, first thing first, again, 30 minutes of your exam. What are you supposed to do in these 30 minutes? You actually pay attention, 100% attention to the audio. You have extra 10 minutes at hand after the audios are over. Then you can transfer your answer to the answer sheet. You'll be having this official answer sheet. You can transfer your answer there. So don't try to transfer your answer during the 30 minutes because you're already multitasking. You're listening to the audio, you're marking your answers on the question paper, and you're obviously formulating all of the strategies also. So you can't do one more thing, transferring the answer to the, it's absolutely okay to make marks, just use pencil, pen, anything on your question paper. But mark your answers when the audios are playing on the question paper itself. You have 10 extra minutes, you can utilize that to transfer your answer to the official answer sheets. Yes, this is a blessing and a boon. How is this a blessing? You hear the recording only once. I'll tell you how this is a blessing. But the boon, if you, even for a second. If you got distracted, you lose next 3 to 4 sentences. And that's why in the very beginning, I talked about the listening part. You cannot just hear it. You will just compromise your band score. So you'll have to not only hear it, but listen to it. Now, this is one strong recommendation from examiner, from all of your educators, mentors. Please use a pencil to write your answers in the official answer sheets. Very important. So that later on, if you feel like erasing something, you can do and make corrections. Spellings and grammar must be correct. Simple thing like adding the S after ambitions can make your answers incorrect. And you don't want to lose marks just because of a single S or single E or single R or anything. You can't. The spellings and grammar must be. Now, LeapScholar provides you a lot of help with these as well. A lot of help. No, if you are appearing for computer-based tests, then you mark your answers in the system itself. So you don't get 10 extra minutes. Those extra privileges are only for students who are appearing for paper-based. But then nothing to worry. While you are solving the questions, while you are listening to the audio, you can just mark your answers in the system itself. You get 2 extra minutes to review your answers in the listening part if you are appearing for CBT. Okay. This entire masterclass is about that, how to prepare. Speed of the speech increases. The first section is quite easy, quite paced out. But as you move with part 2, part 3, part 4, the speed increases and other difficulties as well. You can write your answers in capital or lowercase, but what can get difficult here? Not all of us are blessed with good handwriting. Or if you don't use capital letters in with your pronouns, especially with capital, the names, proper nouns, if you forgot, then also your answers are marked incorrect. Of course, Raviraj, I'm coming up with that also. All of these would be equally helpful for both CBT and PBT, both. Yes, all caps is always best option. Use all caps, always. Now, this is how your scores are calculated in your exam. Okay. You see here, you can see band score. If you are aiming for anything above 7, you need to get 34, 35 right. Okay. More than, yeah. Correct. Even in CBT, yes. You can and you should mark with capitals only. Bold letters. Always works best. Now, the questions that you get. It's very important what kind of questions you get in part 1, part 2. Any of these questions can be asked in any of the parts. They can be note completion, summary completion, flow chart, map, labeling. There would be matching type questions. They might look similar to the reading section, but they are not, because there you are using your visual medium. You're using your eyes to read the passage. In listening, you hear your auditory medium. You use that. Right. Yes. Correct. Short answer types, sentence completion. Okay. So which question, students who have been practicing for some time, which question do you think is most challenging for all of you? Which question type is most challenging? Okay. Those who are new, you'll have to practice a little. Yes. Okay. Very good. Don't worry. Yeah. Yes, it is absolutely enough. 30 is enough for 7 and above. But you want to aim for this task. Why not 9? Complete band scores are quite normal in listening. Listening section is quite easy and scoring. Okay. Now, first thing first, before you start listening, before your test even starts, you're given this gap of some few seconds, 30 seconds, okay, before your questions actually start. You have that magical time actually to do something very magical and get or boost your band scores. Okay. So how do you utilize this? I have seen students would go over all 40 questions. Please do not go over all 40 questions all at once. With every part, with every set of questions, you will get these 30 seconds before your audio actually begins. That's okay, Vaishnavi. That's absolutely fine. I do have something for you. Okay. Yes, there will be confusion. So utilize these 30 seconds. For the first part, it's very easy. For the second, third, and fourth round, what we do, we look at the questions that we have done already. That's a suicide, my students. Please do not ever look at the questions that you have done already. Do not. Look at the questions that are coming next. So suppose you have completed part one and you're moving to part two. So there is this 30-second gap. Do not look at rest of all the questions and do not look at the part one questions. Only look at the next 10 set of questions that are coming. Just focus on that. Okay. Read the instructions, very important. What your question is asking, half of the mistakes that students commit because of this, they miss out reading. They ask you sometimes to write not more than 2 words, not more than 3 words, or sometimes just single word is allowed. If you miss out your instruction, there won't be time. If you do not use the strategies, if you have not really planned and prepared, you will find you don't have enough time. You don't have enough time. But if you have prepared with planning, with strategies, you will have enough time to answer part 4 as well. Think about the moment you look at your questions, even before the audios have started playing. Think about who is talking. If you can, move your pencil, write the name, where they are, and what the topic is. Often the topic is displayed on the question paper also, the heading. Mark that because that will give you some idea. Okay, this is about some holiday. This is about some vacation. This is about a library. Always read your instructions and just imagine, just try to understand. Okay, this is about, okay, this person is talking. There are two people, especially when there are more than one person. Yes, you get time between each question. Before audio for each section begins, you get this time. Always. So utilize that. And then comes our magical one. Predict your answers. Before you even listen, because you have already looked at your questions. You have not heard the audio yet. You're yet to come with the audio, but you have the questions already in front of you. So when you look at the question and when you read it, see what is missing here. If there is a gap, try to predict. Okay, the name is missing. They are looking for ears. What it can be. There will be. So some helping verb is given and helping verb is are. We know are is used for plurals. So you know the answer that should come here, that should be filled in the gap, will be a plural word. Always try to predict. Your prediction will help you. Okay, these possible words. You may not be able to predict exact words, but you will have okay some idea. It's a name. It's number. It's year that I am looking. So when you hear the audio again, just similar to that flight number, you'll pay attention to that. And immediately you'll catch that in your audio. So try to predict your answer. This is magical, completely magical. So for those students, I've just received a lot of questions from all of you. We are having problem in part one also, more strategies, how to do, time less. So students, I do have some solution for all of you. I'm coming up with a 4-week premium special batch where I'll cover not only the listening, but all of the modules. Okay, hear me out specially. If you want detailed queries, sure, I will. Okay, here you can see in the chat box, you can see the link. You can join that. It's a 4-week complete course, premium course. Now, what all do you get here with this course? It's a very special course with very special attention. All 4 modules in detail. Every possible aspect of your exam in each of these modules will be covered. Compact batch size, and this is a boon because the batch size is compact. You have limited number of students, more attention for each one of you. Okay, each one of you. You have 5 sets of mock tests. See, mock tests are like mirrors, your reality check, and I will be evaluating them. Okay, you get one-to-one speaking, you get one-to-one writing mock test feedbacks that help you to understand your current level and what you need to do to go from your current to the desired level. What's the gap that you need to fill? That I'll help you out with personally. Okay, you get 8 speaking club slots where your speaking will be evaluated by trained, experienced mentors. You get one-to-one feedback in these sessions where you can know, okay, in which particular area of speaking you lack, right? Then you have experts writing evaluations. As I told you, I'll be evaluating them personally for you. And each one would be given personalized feedback. All the recordings, by chance, if you miss any session, you have the chance to watch it. Suppose even if you did not miss and later on you have to watch some session again, you can watch it. And the entire course is filled with lots of pearls of wisdoms that we have accumulated from you students. The experience of these many years that I have seen, students that commit mistakes, the sillier ones, the common ones, the uncommon ones. I'll be sharing all of that with each one of you. Okay. Plus, all of you would be personally connected with me on some social media channels like Telegram. Okay, where you can ask your doubts personally. And I'm always available for my students. Yes, of course, I will guide you. See, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, there is no limit to. Students from same batch have got all of these band numbers. It also depends on where you stand right now. But one thing I can help you, I will take you from your desire, from your current to the desired. Okay. So use my code and you get a discount as well. What else do you need? Even less than pizza. So use my code SJLive20 and do let me know in the chat box. If you have any query relating to the course, I'm here to answer all of them. And write down if you have enrolled for the course. It's starting on 25th of May, Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8:30. It's 1.5 hour course, 1.5 hours for every day, Monday to Friday. Okay, joined. Thank you, thank you. The link, the code, everything has been there in the chat box. It's there already. Utilize that. Absolutely easy, Priyal. Absolutely easy. Listening. Listening is one section there which can just lift your other sections also. Your overall band scores can just shoot up if you get 100% in listening. And people do. Join the course and you can interact with me directly any time of the day. Any time of the day. What if you have already booked your test? Depends. If you have your test after 1 month, you will be absolutely ready because you have so many mock tests, you have so many evaluations right from the beginning of the course, and they'll prepare you for your desired band score. Arjun, that is available the moment you join your course and the moment course starts, you have that privilege. You can ask your doubts even before you attempt your mock test. Do let me know who all have joined the course. And you apply the discount code for sure. So you pay only $7.99. Okay, when you go to the LeapScholar website, you should be able to see the timing is 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Each session is of 1.5 hours, Monday to Friday. Okay. Priyal, this course covers all the modules, writing module as well, reading as well, all the questions, all the doubts that you have in speaking. Okay, so Priyal, you have the recordings available. If you miss out any one, you have the recordings and they'll be accessible to you all the time. So you can just access them anytime. Okay, so Arjun, I have something for you as well. On LeapScholar's website, you can see there are some premium batches which are module specific. Okay, you can join any of those, any module which is challenging you, you can join them. You have 9 hours of live classes there. Again, batch size is quite small. You get experts writing evaluations. So you can join any of the courses which are already live. My course starts from 25th. You're most welcome here, everyone. So you can join them and you can use this code there as well. You'll get a discount on those courses also. All are expert educators. There are a lot of other batches. Module wise, you can join that as well. Especially for writing or for speaking or for reading. It's available. If you have your exams and you want instantly evaluated before 25th, if it's emergency, then you can use that. But use the code SJLive20. Why do you need to see? Okay, you have the recordings available, the batch that you joined for. We can't be in two places at the same time, my students. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Priyal. No worries, no difference between the time. The 799 course that you see, that's a 1 month, that's a 4-week course. It covers all the modules. The 438 batch is just for one module. Just one module. That's a module specific batch. Okay. It is available on IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. We have an application, wonderful application, where all of these sources, you get extra content as well. N number of practice sets, you have vocabulary help, you have extra doubt sessions, which are absolutely free. So during your preparation, if at any point of time you feel you have some doubts and you can't wait till the session, then there are so many doubt sessions going on that you can join every single day. Then you have grammar classes, which are absolutely free as well, provided by Leap. You can join those as well. Check out the website. The link is in the chat box, and you should be able to see that. Okay? Do let me know how many of you have joined already. How many of you ready to see me on the class? In the class? Great. Okay. So are we good? Okay. I'm so excited to see. I'm just loving the participation here, the enthusiasm here. And I'm so excited to see all of you in the class. We are going to discuss a more little about listening. Yes. Okay. I'm meeting you virtually, and I can be from any part of the world. Now, the keywords I talked about, read instructions, pay attention, but then keywords. What exactly are keywords, my students? These are those words which take you to your answers. Are we here on the same page, everyone? Keywords are important to locate your answers, correct answers, right? Yeah. Yes, absolutely. But then I have seen a lot of students marking incorrect keywords. How do we understand which keywords to mark? Every question is different, every module is different, every section is different, every new recording will be different. How do we know this is our keyword? How do we know? I have seen students getting incorrect answers simply because they were not really able to find their keyword, that one word which will take them nearer to the answer. Can I get something from you? Who can tell me what exactly are keyword? I beg to differ. We do always have time to underline. Always, always. What exactly are keywords? How do we understand? Yes, they are very important. They are important words. But what are? How do we identify them? In CBT also, you have tools in the system to highlight keywords. Yes, the restriction is there. Admittedly, it is there. But then you do have some tools to highlight. All capitals valid for CBT? Yes, it is absolutely valid. But you need to maintain the pattern throughout the test. It's not that first 10 sections you did all caps and then for rest you just came into your own zone. So your keywords are those important words. Nouns. First of all, any name, any character, or even common one, that's just like library, cat, a dog, will be or can be your keyword. Then verbs, these are magical. Again, I'll say action word. What really is happening? 4 verbs: running, escaping, skipping, fleeing. Yes, absolutely. No, all caps are, again, I'm repeating, they're fine. Absolutely fine. No one is going to deduct your scores. Yes. Adjectives. So if the person ran, how did he ran? Often or daily, in morning, beautifully, fast. How did he ran exactly? And then the adverbs. Huh? That describes, listen carefully. You see, adverbs are always used with verbs. Always, always, always. They'll accompany the verbs. It's like two shoes. One shoe you never wear. They're of no use. So listen is your verb and carefully is your adverb. They might take you to your answer. Then prepositions. Because these are connectors. They connect where this thing is located. All of them are correct, Arjun. Requirement of the exam or the question. You read the instructions and you get to know. Sometimes asking these questions. Now, these questions you may not find in the question itself, but you may have to ask. Remember, in the beginning, we did ask yourself these questions when you look at your audio, when you look at your question sets. How long? For 2 years. How often? Daily. Okay. Yeah. And what words exactly are not your keywords? I have seen students marking the heading, the theme word, which has already been used too many times. That will not, the examiners or the exam will not give you that word to find your answers. That will be hidden. So your keywords are never your articles a and the. No. Conjunctions and or but, because they are not your keywords. They may be important for you to find the answer, but never your keywords. They are instrumental. They will be automatically erased. Anushka, the highlights will not go when you actually submit your paper. You'll just be able to mark your answers. Okay. While listening, how many of you want to know what steps, what strategies to use, what things to take care of while you're listening to the audio? Now, if you actually, I'm telling you, students, from my experience, half of the time we miss out on all the preparation that we need to do before. I have already told you all of those you have to take care of, and you're all set to now listen to the audio. So when you're listening to the audio, what are the things that you need to take care of? Listen carefully to the instructions again, because now the audio is playing, the speakers would be talking. Understand them 100%, 200% focus on the audio and eyes on your questions. Only look at the keywords you underline. So utilize your 30 seconds. You know what keywords you have, but then do not read everything. If required, some questions. Write down the possible answers. You may say, some of you would say, okay, we don't have enough time. Trust me, students, your hands work really faster. Muscle memory is more powerful than we imagine. You write, but then you don't really have to write everything. So students would argue, okay? So you heard this restaurant, okay? That said, Japanese restaurant. You don't have to write the entire thing. You just write Jap rest. You'll be good to go. And later on, you can relate also. But then a lot of times students would write like this. You only after 30 minutes will not be able to make sense what this JS meant. Write in short forms, but write them. And this one at the bottom, repeated answers. This is beautiful, students. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, just meet. Yes. So what are these answers? Answers are repeated. I just said, am I conflicting myself? I said audios are played only once. So how are the answers repeated then? They are, because especially in those questions where there is more than one speaker. Yes. Okay. So how do we take care of that? So just allow me one moment. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So how do you know that answers are being repeated and they are extremely, extremely useful for you? How exactly you know about them? So let me give you an example. And trust me, this has increased the scores of the students like nothing else. Is this what you mean? The one speaker will say. Do you mean this? Okay, do you mean you're organizing a party on 18th July? No, I meant on 19th July. So do you mean you're actually organizing the party on 19th July? Now they are repeating. If you are paying attention and you're actually following the sequence, you will know your correct answer. Yes, absolutely, always, always. And this is how your questions are repeated. Your answers are getting repeated. One person speaks, the other person confirms. Did you mean this? Sometimes they might rephrase also. And that rephrased word you may find in question. Again, I say may, not always. But just repeating it, and if you are following it correctly, you will get your answer. Yes, you can. You can. If you're appearing for CBT, you can. But again, you mark your answers. In computer-based test, students, at the end, you only get 2 minutes extra. So you don't leave all of your answers towards the end. You mark it while you're solving it. So extra 2 minutes, you can review it. If you feel, you can change, but you don't really have much of time to do a lot of changing. So while you're listening to the audio, you mark your answers there itself. If you're appearing for CBT. Okay, and stay focused. This I'll keep repeating from morning till evening and since so many years, and this is the biggest challenge. Our concentration span is so less. The answers are always, always in order, and that's a blessing for us. That's a boon for us. But in the audio, they might distract you. So if you're focused, you'll find your answers. After the listening, what are we supposed to do? Ensure that you have answered each of the questions. Because there is no negative marking, there is no point in leaving all of them. Do not leave any answer blank. Just look at the two answers above, two answers below. You'll see, okay, what this, even if you feel this might be 50% correct, mark it, please. You might be gambling on the right one. Make a good guess, okay? And check your answers and transfer them carefully to the answer sheet. This applies only to the ones who are appearing for paper base. You have 10 minutes to transfer. It's completely about convenience. CBT or PBT, it's about convenience. But if you ask me, my personal opinion, I personally find paper-based more convenient. But there are hundreds and thousands of students, CBT is equally convenient for them. So it's a matter of opinion. Now, pay attention to any information which you think answers the question, what, when, where, and how, and why. Okay? For example, these are the answer. Actually, we think, what are these WH questions? Why are we just running behind them madly? Because these contain your answers, my students. For example, what an action movie? When can be the last night? The time. Where can be the place that you're looking for? Who can be the person? Jackie Chan, Julia Roberts. Okay. And this works in all sections equally, no matter if you're attending the part 1 or part 4. Okay. You identify the synonyms and you rephrase. And this one is interesting. I say heart and soul of your IELTS exam, listening especially. They will rephrase, they will paraphrase, they will use synonyms, some alternative words to confuse you, to distract you. For example, the original sentence in the audio would say, it can be difficult to choose a suitable website designer from a large number of applicants. What can be a rephrase word for that? What can be, you can see the words that are colored. Aishwarya, I got your question. I'll come back to you a little bit. Can I get a rephrased version of this quickly, quickly, quickly? Okay, very good, very good. It can be difficult. It can be harder. Yes. Choose a suitable, instead of just doing one word, do it in the combination. Choose a suitable website. What else can we use? Yes, absolutely. Let me show you an example. It is sometimes Hard to select an appropriate website designer from many applicants. You see large number of combination of three words pressed into one, many. That's how your exam will take you ahead. You see one thing in the audio script and you look at your question paper and it is totally different. I'm coming to MCQs. I'm coming to MCQs. Just allow me a moment. Okay. Yeah. So what are the challenges that we face in MCQ questions, students? I have been constantly getting, ma'am, take this up, take this up. So here with you, all of you. What are the challenges that we get in MCQs? And this one is the most challenging part in listening. Most number of students, 8 out of 10 students would always say MCQ is more challenging. Yes. Correct. Correct. Because you hear all the words, they're given, and you have a lot of choices, 4 choices to make. Okay. Yes, that can get difficult and challenging. You have similar choices, running fast, walking, like that. Yes, absolutely. Years 1300, 1300, 1300. It can be numbers. Paraphrases and synonym we just saw, it can confuse us. And order. This is one question, ma'am. In MCQ also, do we have arranging as in synchronized order? The questions, the answers in this particular question may be just spoken differently. Okay, the wrong one will come first in the audio, and that's quite a strong possibility. Okay, Namrata, our team will get in touch with you from your portal. Okay, yes. Okay. So you see, for example, let me show it to you here. PS Camping has been organizing holidays for. Okay, so this one camping site, you see 3 options here. These are your questions: 15 years, 20 years, and 25 years. Now here you see this is a tape script, the audio tape script. Okay. Now, thank you for coming to my talk this evening. It's nice to see so many people in the audience. If you look at this is the audio version. Okay. Now, if you see, the company started 25 years ago. Here we have the mention first. Right? It actually started retail chain selling equipment, and then 20 years ago, again we have here. What do you think is the answer, students? PS company has been organizing holidays for. I'll tell you the answer a little later. Very smartly, if you can, take the screenshot of this. We'll be coming back to this. And then you see, the first option came here last. So in 15 years, it was the option A. It came last. So in the audio also, 25 years would be talked first, then 20 years, 15 years. And many of us might assume, okay, 25 years was the time frame. But if you look carefully, nowhere in this audio script, it's mentioned organizing. No, it's not given. So what's the alternate word for organizing holiday? Holiday cannot be our keyword here, because organizing holiday, providing holiday, yes, the verb related to holiday is our keyword. Offering holiday is very good. You see, organizing is not really mentioned. And many of you would mark 25 years because that came first. But if you look at the sentence carefully, the sentence says the company started 25 years ago. Not the holiday offering. They did not start with that. The company itself started, not the holiday providing. That's how they confuse you. Okay. Question says, PS Camping, which is the name of an organization, has been organizing holidays. Quickly. Many of you would hear the company started 25 years ago and you will mark C as your option. C is not our correct option. Our correct option is 20 years. Yes. The very next sentence. In the audio, it would come after that also. Okay. That's how they confuse you. That's how they distract you. And we miss out because we are just, answer is not 15. Answer is not 25. It's 20 years. It's 20 years. Okay. Just a second. Students. So a lot of you have been asking, well, what's the difference between our course offering in 438 and what's the difference offering in 738? So let me get back to you here as well. I do have a solution for all of you. One second. Students, the course that we are offering for 799 is for 4 weeks. It covers all 4 modules: listening, writing, reading, speaking, all. Okay. The one that you're getting for 438 is one module specific. Either writing, either reading, either speaking, in combination with listening. If you opt for 4 weeks, you have enough time to pay attention to all the modules. You can dive deep into each question types, the strategies required. There would be some unique challenges that each of you would face during your preparation. Some would face difficulty in MCQ, some would face in reading, some would face in vocabulary, some might have problem with grammar or fluency. Because you have more time to prepare, you can pay attention, deeper attention to each one of them. And that's what you get with 4-week course. The 20 years was answered because 25 years ago, they just started the company. They did not start the holiday service. They started providing the services just 20 years ago. That was written there. The company, suppose I started a company, Jaldiram. Okay. But then I'm not selling any namkeen packets there. Okay. Holiday, because entire thing was about holiday. But what about holiday? What about holiday? Providing the holiday. So the verb related to the holiday was your keyword, not exactly the holiday word. Providing holidays, because you had, see, you need to see in combination as well. Okay. So I started a company named Jaldiram some 25 years ago, but I did not start the service. I just registered the company with the government. But after 5 years, I was able to come up with my first set of services, a first set of product. So when did I offer the holiday? 20 years. That's why the answer would be 20 years. Okay. And that's how they confuse you. Okay. Are we clear here? Clear, students? Anyone having any doubt, feel free to ask. Okay. Okay. Join my batch. Unable to book my seat. Okay. Yes, please go ahead, Ruhi. Please ask. Yes, of course, enroll for the batch and you'll be able to contact me. So the focus should be on the verb before the noun, not always. Depends on the question. Depends on the question and the context. Read the instructions. For every single question, the important word or the key word will be different. For this question, if you just looked at holiday, that might not help you. If you looked at providing holiday as a collocation, combination of word, then it will be helpful for you. Okay. See, the codes, the discount codes might not be applicable day after. They are just applicable right now for some time. Okay, then you may have to pay 999. Sure, sure. Okay. Any doubts? Yes. It's 799 after applying your code. Yes, of course. Any other queries, my students? Okay, on the website. Okay. Here we go. Here you can see the timing is 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Link should be there. Link should be shared again. Yes. 799 for 4-week course. When you go to website, you'll see premium courses. Here it is. It starts from 25th May. Here is my course. The course will start from 25th of May, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Each session is for 1.5 hours. Thank you so much. The particular module, they are on website and they have different timings as well. Yes, for all modules, it's 799. Okay. Any other doubts, students? Great. Use the code SJLive20. You get the discounts. Okay, students. Great. It was lovely having all of you. Lovely. Wonderful participation. I hope the session was useful to you as well. See, there is just so much of things that we can cover in one session. You want to interact more, you want to ask your personal doubts, any module, feel free to join the course, and it is less than what it would cost you for a pizza today. And we easily do spend on that as well. Why not invest on something which is for your development, which is for your health? Plus, you have so much of mock tests, so much of speaking mock tests. You have writing mock tests, you have reading mock tests, listening mock tests. You have the recordings available, so you can play all of that all over again, any number of times that you may want to repeat. And even after the course would be over, I will be there to guide you personally till the date of your exam. Yes, Aishwarya, yes, there will be. The MCQ questions are of three types. First ones would be quite easy, very easy. You'll easily find them. Second one would be moderate, where the options would get little longer. Keywords will help you. Third one would be quite difficult, and the options itself would be quite long. Sanchit, see, those who do not have a month, you can join any of the courses, any of the module specific courses. If you want to prepare for a writing one, you can join that. Okay. Yes, Neha, for 799 4-week one. And those who have just little bit of time, you'll be prepared for your specific module, whether writing or speaking or reading, 1-week one. There also the code stay valid. Kiran, then you must join, because each question type will be discussed in detail. The challenges related to that will also be discussed in detail. The specific vocabularies that you need, I will be sharing them also with all of you during the course. There is so much of restriction of time here that I can't really share everything here. Even if I want to just open my heart to you, I can't really. That's so good. Yes, of course, Rain, you can. And your name is quite interesting. Rain. Of course. But the seats, see, the batch is compact in size. We won't be taking any more students if the seats would be full. And there are very few seats remaining. Okay. Priyal, have you enrolled for the course? Yes, please. Okay. I can't really promise because I can't really control on the number of enrollments. If you join before the seats are filled up, you're most welcome. Otherwise, you may have to wait in. Why wait? Book, book, book. Would love to see you inside the course. And there are so many wonderful offerings for all of you. It's a very detailed course created with in-house content here. It's quite exclusive. Okay. No worries, Priyal. Our team will be getting in touch with you. Please share your contact and email ID here in the chat box itself. The team will get in touch with you about everything that you may have to ask about. Okay? Please leave your number and your email ID in the chat box. Sure, sure. Please, Priyal, do leave your contact number and email ID. Our team will get in touch with you. Thank you so much, students. If you have any queries, please drop in. Otherwise, we are going to wind up now. It was wonderful to have you all here and would be looking forward to see you in my course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And don't delay, don't delay. Book it right now. I can't guarantee that you might get a seat in the evening. If it would be over, it would be filled, then I'll not be able to take you up. Because that's what makes it quite premium and exclusive. The number of students that are there in the course would be quite limited. Thank you so much, students. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much.
Okay, yes, Priyal, you had some doubt. I would love to clear your doubt. Please tell me your doubt about your course. Yes, Ren, tell me, what is your doubt? You guys can just put in your doubts and I will check. Students for premium course will be 25 to 30, Kiran. 25 to 30 students in each premium batch. Yeah. Priyal and Ren, please put in your doubt. I would clear it now itself. Anybody having any doubt? And guys, you can exclusively join our speaking rooms as well, where you can practice English with so many people who have joined and installed IELTS Prep by LeapScholar. You can join the speaking rooms and I'll share the link, guys. You can practice English free of cost there. How are we supposed to enroll for the exam? Priyal, either you have to contact the counselor, Leap counselor, or else you can just visit the IDP website and you can book your test exam there. No need of anyone to just join the enroll for the exam. You can do it yourself also. Just be careful of the information you fill in, or else if you do not want to take the risk, you just install the LeapScholar app. You'll get it on Play Store and you can get in touch with the counselor. Okay, they will do it for you. How many students for the okay, one of my friends joined, but there are 60 people. Oh, Kiran, whose batch did he or she join? May I know, Kiran? Then you had some doubt. You had pinned your name plus mail ID here. Tell me. Yes, of course. See, the educators are well trained and experienced. They will definitely help you to score the best band possible. They will guide you even after the batch. You can contact them personally also. But Priyal, it is also upon us also how much we prepare and how much efforts we are putting into. So that definitely depends. Okay. But I am sure you will do it if you are capable enough. I don't know. Okay, Kiran, then maybe I would have helped you. If that is such the case, I would have contacted the tutor and made it sure if that is the case, because not allowed, only 30 people are allowed. Okay, guys, I hope your everyone's doubt is clear. As I told you, Priyal, it depends upon you also, Priyal, like how much you are putting into and gaining all of it. See, there are lakhs of students coming to LeapScholar every day and enrolling into the batch, and lakhs of students passing with the required bands, So definitely the hard work should be from both the side, obviously. Yes. And the educator is obviously trained and experienced, so you wouldn't have any problem related in coaching. Rest, it is upon your hard work as well. Okay, I hope I cleared everyone's doubt and we can end the session, guys. Also, guys, if you want to, anybody has missed watching the master class, any of the master class, you can just watch it on YouTube for free. I will put on the link here. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I will end the session. Hope you enjoyed. See you, guys.